Hello everybody, this is the Starving Martian, and today we are continuing our look at the Topps Trading Cards 1988 Dinosaurs Attack card set. And let's dive right into it, shall we? If you missed the first two parts, check those out. They'll be on a playlist. Just click on my name, you'll find it. But we're going to get started with card 36 here, Comics Con Catastrophe. You know, these cards are taking a little bit more time to go through than some of the Mars Attacks cards, and it's because of cards like this that you just have to stop and flip around and look at the back. This is great. Look at the back, because they actually made a comic strip for the back of this because, of course, it's Comic Con Catastrophe, and I'm not going to read it. You can pause it and read if you like. One thing I do want to point out is that this little square on the bottom is hilarious, because this is where they would normally have, you know, C card number 38, and they do, but they did it in a comic book format as well. So kudos to Topps. This is why I love this card set so much, because there's just so much detail put into this. There was a lot of thought. There's a lot of love put into these cards, and it shows. People are enjoying themselves making this. So here's Picnic of Peril, another tug of war scenario. You know, Dinosaurs, there's enough people to go around. There really is. Here's We Can't Hold Them Back. And it's another one with the official dispatch on the back. Pause and read if you like. Card 39 is Trilobite Terror. Yeah, it's nice to see some other prehistoric creatures getting in on the action, although I don't think trilobites were actually flesh eaters. But whatever. Here's Wrestling Riot. And it looks like these guys are beating up a harmless herbivore, but as we've seen, most herbivores in the set don't mind the taste of human meat either. Here's a interview. Well, not an interview either, but there we go. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. It's a battle royale that defies all reason. 6 superstar wrestlers versus 1 prehistoric beast. No, make that 7. Crusher Kowalski just jumped into the ring. I love the expression on this guy's face. I mean, granted, that's not something you see every day. Card 41, Entombed. Okay, this one's kind of interesting. Basically, these dinosaurs are just appearing on the Earth, wherever they happen to be, and this guy gets, like, merged into a dinosaur as it appears, which doesn't work out well for either one of them. It kind of looks like an alien chest burster. Next up is Lights, Camera, Carnage, with an actual dinosaur interrupting the filming of what's obviously a Godzilla film. In fact, these guys here are in the exact same pose and position as on the movie poster for the original Godzilla movie. Any of you kaiju fans out there know what I'm talking about? Business Lunch. And that one has another picture on the back. Every continent on the globe has been invaded by the flesh-hungry, blood-drunk dinosaurs. The military reports growing casualties. An attempt by the Soviet Union to stop the beasts with atomic weapons proved disastrous. Saw that Soviet propaganda on an earlier card was just that. They haven't gotten a handle on this earlier. In fact, they're using nuclear weapons, and if any Godzilla movies have taught us anything, it's the worst thing you can possibly do. So, next up is Meltdown. You have dinosaurs destroying nuclear reactors, and here's good old Harvey Dent coming to stop them. back in the newsroom. Love these guys' expression. Much closer to home, the Adler nuclear facility is under attack by, hey, what was that? Lizards! Giant lizards! They're invading the newsroom! Look out! It's coming right for us! Alright, so what happens to the newsroom? Well, that is answered in card 45, Anchorman's Peril. Does not look good for them. In fact, let's check out the back of this card, shall we? Oh. Yeah, that's not promising. Alright, card 46 is Grip of Horror, and now we're getting back into the story. This is Dr. Elias Thorne in a fiery grip there. His co-worker / love interest / possibly wife, Helen. Alright, so they've been on the satellite. This is the satellite that's caused all the problem with the time scanner that's supposed to show images from millions of years ago, but instead brought the dinosaurs to the present. They've been working on a way to reverse the ion flow or whatever. And he's been told in a vision that there's an ultimate evil, some ancient malevolent force that's trying to use this to its advantage to rule the world once again. And so through this time scanner that they're about to use to reverse everything, suddenly comes this flaming saurian hand and grabs Dr. Thorne. And the back of most of these cards going forward will be these Prometheus logs with what's going on in the story. And I'm not going to go through them all because that would take way too long, but you get a general idea just from the pictures. Here's card 47, Supreme Evil. And so here's the the monstrous dinosaur demon Satansaurus Rex behind everything, with its 6 eyes and multiple horns and kind of a Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops, pterodactyl kind of thing going on. So he pulls Dr. Thorne into his own hellish dimension to prevent him from, throwing the lever and reversing everything. But he's forgotten there's still somebody left in the Prometheus, and that's Helen. I love this picture of Helen. She's got a very 1980s gem kind of look to her. The 80s rocked. So this is, you can't let them win. So Dr. Thorne encourages her to push the button to send the dinosaurs back from whence they came. It will mean his destruction, but let's face it, he's already in a hellish dimension being boiled alive in a flaming fist. So he tells her, I'm dead already. You have to do it. You have to throw the switch. You have to send the dinosaurs back. And so she does, which brings us to card 49, Ripped Out of Time. Ouch. So the dinosaurs all get very, very violently sucked back to their own time. This guy's skull makes me think of Crocomire from Super Metroid. You know what I'm talking about? So they're going back home, but they're not surviving the journey. As is further illustrated in Gruesome Fate. So these dinosaurs' innards are now in his outards, and just being sucked back to the dawn of creation. Card 51, Time Twister. Here's all the dinosaurs in their various states of being pulled to pieces, being yanked through the corridors of time, which very handily have, year markers put on them. Why not? Twister, Ma. Alright. Okay. Oh boy. Card 52 is the ultimate sacrifice. So here's Dr. Elias Thorne. In some ways, the instigator of this whole mess with his satellite, but in some ways, the victim / hero of the story, because he took it upon himself to set things right no matter the cost. And the cost is very high. He's not going to ever return to his home dimension. He's boiling alive and will soon be dead. And okay, you ready for the back of this card? No, you are not ready for the back of this card. Nobody could be ready for the back of this card. I wasn't ready for the back of this card. We're giving it to you anyway. Time to die. Helen, I'll love you always. Oh my goodness. It took me a while to get to get over this card when I first saw it. I was like, they did not. So here's this guy with his face all burnt and melting and hellish flames in the background. And he paid the ultimate price to save humanity. Thank you, Dr. Thorne. Prometheus explodes, but it looks like Helen got out in time. Oops. I love the back of this card, by the way. Evacuate Prometheus destruct sequence. 32 seconds left. This is great. And then card 54, rebuilding our world. So there's Helen. She's back on Earth. But Earth's been more or less wrecked by these dinosaurs. And now it's time to dig in and rebuild. And she gives a little coda at the end. And so the human race survives. We pick ourselves out of the rubble of a ravaged world and look forward to tomorrow with renewed hope. The Saurian was right. Human beings do have souls. This is our salvation. How ironic. Through time scan, Elias and I hoped to learn why dinosaurs were wiped out all of existence 65 million years ago. Well, we finally discovered what annihilated them. We did. So human beings caused the extinction of the dinosaurs by yanking them out of time and then returning them in pieces. And then just like Mars Attacks, you get a brief synopsis of the story and a checklist for your final card. But it doesn't end there. I said earlier this card set sometimes has a Garbage Pail Kids feel to it, and so the last 11 cards are actually stickers, just like the Garbage Pail Kids. And this is the truth about Allosaurus. And so they give you some facts on these cards to make up for, how they misrepresented them. And the cards all have horribly gruesome pictures. Here's Allosaurus munching on this guy's head. There's also Ankylosaurus. And I said before, I'm going to butcher some of these names. Dimetrodon. A big Dimetrodon. Brontosaurus, who may or may not have existed. And when I ordered my card set, it did warn that some of these might have bubblegum residue on them. Our duckbill. Our possible Loch Ness monster. Pterodon. Stegosaurus. Trachodon. Triceratops. And, of course, big bad Tyrannosaurus Rex. So that was Dinosaurs Attack, an excellent card series. If you like Mars Attacks, you will adore these cards. I am sure you will. If you don't like Mars Attacks, well, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you might like these anyway. They're very fun cards, and they're actually pretty cheap. I was expecting to have to pay a lot for these, but they're really cheap. I got these on eBay for, I think it was like $8 or $9 for the entire set. That's including shipping. And so, highly, highly recommend you guys get your own set. You will not regret it. There's also a comic book mini-series and a short 10-card tie-in with Mars Attacks. And that's it for Dinosaur Attacks. It hasn't taken off as a franchise, sadly. But this has been the Starving Martian. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at Dinosaurs Attack. We'll catch up with you later. Bye.